Hello everybody, it's Vanessa from Van and Travels, and I'm going to walk around here a little bit with you. I don't think I've ever done this before that I remember. I got me a selfie stick instead of a tripod. You'll have to excuse me, the altitude's getting to me. Let me get over here and sit down, but I don't think I want to sit in the sun. Let me get in a shade over here. It's warm here, but it's not anything like even 15 miles down the road. When you get, well, really this far south of Flagstaff. I'm just north of Mons Park in Willard Springs, and this is pretty nice here because it's so shaded, and with this big space and all the shades, I can in the morning I get my solar in the sun, get it charged up, and then I go sit in the shade all day. And I've been going back and forth up to Fort Valley. It's up off of 180, not I-80. And you're going up in elevation the entire time as you're leaving Flagstaff. And it's anywhere from 6 to sometimes 12 degrees cooler than it is in Willard Springs, and then it's like 3 to 5 degrees cooler than Flagstaff, because Flagstaff is 17 miles north of here where I'm at, and then Fort Valley is even another, well, it's according to which forest road you turn off on. But I like going up there and getting a break, and I think I'm going to have to go up there tomorrow or today maybe, because it's going to get hot again and I can't sit here in the heat. And if I go up there, I won't be doing any videos because I don't have a signal unless I'm coming into town or something. Okay, I'm going to tell this quartzite story and get it out of the way. It's not something I'm proud of, but it's something that happened, and I think all of you know me well enough to know that I don't just use bad language. My clock looks different than it used to look, and I couldn't tell if I'd... Okay, never mind. Sorry about that. Okay, I was in Quartzsite on Planosa Road. We had a good Thanksgiving and a good Christmas, but right before Thanksgiving I had to go to the emergency room because my stomach was a mess, and they gave me steroid shots and stuff, and I got to feeling better through the holidays, thank God, because we had a good Christmas, good food, good company. And I don't know, sometime after Christmas, I think it was like if it was New Year's night or something. Anyway, it was after the holidays, and because I remember New Year's, because Bob the, what is he called, the sharpener Bob, because he sharpens scissors and knives and stuff. I know he made soup that was delicious, and I didn't think I was hungry, and I didn't go to the campfire, and he brought me a bowl to my van, and I enjoyed it so much. That's about the last thing I remember, except I knew Letty was camped out there by me, and my stomach was just a riot, and she was calling me every little bit to check on me, and I'm glad she did, because it felt good having somebody there I knew when you don't know what's happening to you. But anyway, I made it through that night, and I don't remember. I'm not even going to attempt to tell any of that. But I did feel like I had to get away and get by myself to think this over, or just to get well, to rest and get well. So I took off to Lake Havasu. About halfway up there, I remembered I had an appointment in Phoenix in 2 days, which was so stupid for me to go up there, because you have to come all the way back the way you came, and it was about, let's say, I think it's 70 something miles from Quartzsite to Lake Havasu. So Anyway, I stayed 2 days and had to turn around and come back. So as I was going through Quartzsite, I stopped at the RV pit stop. And those of you that know how it's set up, well, the big rigs can go in there and fill up and dump sometimes easier than we can. I have 2 6-gallon cans I keep on the step in front of my um, side doors, but I can't pick them up, so they have 2 hoses on each board. Only 2 people can get water at a time at this on each board. So there was a long line of big rigs in there, and I thought I'm gonna wait till they all get out of the way, and so I can pull. Okay, yeah, you can pull straight in forward to the board, but since I can't pick it up, I pull like sideways, and then I back up as far as I can so I can leave the space open in front of me for another person to come get their water. Well, I did that, and here came this little man that's not even, I don't think he was as tall as I am, and I'm 5'3", and he came up to me and he put his shoulder up next to me, and this is just the way he talked. I thought he was going to say something funny or, the weather or something, and he said, see, what you do is you come in here and you take up 2 parking spaces so nobody can get in here. I said, isn't that your car right there in front of me getting water? Isn't that your big 5-gallon jug over there? Yeah. I said, well, why are you mad? 'Cause you come in here and take up 2 spaces. And something was going off on the inside of me. I thought, I'll choke you. I'll grab you by your little throat, and you'll wish you had never met me. I mean, I was that mad, and I thought I could do that, and I still think I could have. But anyway, he was just saying all kind of crazy stuff, and so I did. I started screaming, and I said something that is not my language, hadn't been since I was 20-something years old, but I mean, I got up in his face and I screamed. Well, before I screamed at him, though, I said, okay, let me explain something to you. And he was nonstop. He wouldn't listen to what I said. And I said, okay, hold up. I said, I will back up and pull in here forward if that'll make you happy, if you will pick up my jugs and just set them in the van for me. Well, I'm not going to do that. I said, then I'm not moving. So get your, what, out of here. Well, when I said that, I thought, you don't talk like that. And my friends all know I don't talk like that either, that knows me off camera. So what I was seeing, that's not what was really happening, but what I was seeing that I remember was like a big old cloud behind him. It looked like a thick cloud with faces stuck everywhere, just laughing. They were so tickled, and I didn't really know at first they were laughing at me, and I didn't care. When you're that mad, you don't care. So anyhow, I can't show you, but he had big hearing aids, and I've always I love old people. I always did. When I was a kid, I hung out with my grandparents all the time, and I was with them till the day they died. I love old people, but he had done made me so mad, and he grabbed his ears and he said, don't scream at me. And I said, you're the one talking. All you've got to do is shut up, because I'm not going to shut up. Well, then I could just hear people roaring, laughing. And I mean, here's 2 5'3" people out here. And so he got his little phone out like he was going to call 911. And I was hoping to God he would, because I needed a break from him. And but I don't know what he was doing. Then he ended up going in there and getting the woman that owned the place and bringing her out there, and she thought it was hilarious, but she couldn't let him know. When I saw her grinning, I thought, just leave it alone and leave. But before that, when I yelled at him and I said, I'm going to have some blankety blank water, and there's not a blankety blank thing you can do about it. Do you understand that? And then I got right in his, I wanted to whoop him. I did. I wanted to get a hold of him. I could feel myself I could feel my hands around his throat. That's how mad I was. And then he put his hands over, he still wouldn't leave me. He put his hands over his ears and said, "Don't scream at me, don't scream at me." I said, "Then shut up. Just shut up. That's all I want you to do. All I want to do is get my water and leave." And my insides were just like shaking. And finally I told him, I said, I don't remember exactly how I said it, but I told him I'd knock him and his hearing aids clear across that parking lot if he didn't get out of my face. Anyway, that's a quartzite story. There was a lot more, exchanges, but I don't remember them. I just know it was bad, and I took off to Tonopah and stayed up there for 2 weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and then my friends Roy and Becky from Roy and Becky's Travels and Scott in Appreciation, I think's the name of his channel. And they came over there. I didn't know they came over there if they came to see about me or if they were coming that way anyway. But I've had some good friends along the way that have really stood by me through thick and thin, and I appreciate them so much. Okay, that's a quartzite story, and I don't know when I'll be back. Eventually, my plan is to make videos or post videos every day, because this helps me to sit here and talk. I didn't know that before, but it does. And I love your comments, and I'm going to do my best to keep answering all of them. But if I don't, you'll get a like and a heart if I like you and love you. And you know I do. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.